small business supporters. I'm Savvy, and today I am here with a business all about the small business owner life. Today's video is very special because I am actually collaborating with a fellow authortuber, Evie Driver.
Hi friends, my name is Evie Driver from thewriterandwife.com. I post videos all about writer and wife life, so if that sounds interesting to you, I would very much appreciate it if you would consider visiting my channel. Thank you so much for having me on your channel, Savvy. I love your videos. I'm kind of a fangirl, so the fact that we're doing a collab is very surreal, so thank you so much for agreeing. The original concept of this video was to present to you guys 10 other ideas for investing in a business other than MLMs. MLMs, as Savvy has often talked about on her channel, are very predatory. They are very specific in that they target women who want to have better lives, and I think that's a wonderful thing to have. That desire to want to have like more money, to like more freedom and stability. I just don't agree an MLM is the way to do it by any means. If you're curious to see my ideas on other ways you can invest in yourself or a business other than MLMs, you can definitely head on over to my channel after you watch Savvy.
Hey friends, Editing Savvy here. I just want to apologize for the terrible video and audio quality of that. That is 100% my fault. That is not Evie's fault whatsoever. She recorded a very high quality clip, and for some reason whenever I imported that quality clip into my editing program, it crashed. I don't know why. I tried so many things to try to fix it, and I feel really stupid that I couldn't. Like I said, I'm savvy but not tech savvy. That joke is overused and I can't keep using it as an excuse, so I'm so sorry. But when you guys check out Evie's channel to see her portion of this, her video will be very high quality. The audio will be awesome. It won't sound like it just did right there. That was entirely my fault for having to do a screen recording because that was the only way I could get the video in, because my editing program was just being a butthead to me. I don't know why. So I just wanted to apologize for that real quick. The rest of the video should go on as normal. Thank you for your patience. So if you guys want to see Evie's version of this video that we're doing, please check out her channel, which I've linked in the description below. It's going to be super exciting, and I'm really happy to be doing this collab. So the idea behind today's video is, many of you guys know, if you've watched my channel, if you watch any of my anti-MLM videos, which I've linked up in the cards, I have a real problem with the way that multi-level marketing companies, or sometimes they call themselves network marketing or direct sales companies, I have a real problem with the way these companies try to masquerade as a small business opportunity. A lot of times people who might be interested in starting up their own business and learning some sales skills and some marketing skills can see one of these companies and might see that as a way to get their foot in the door, when in reality, from all the research we've done and from what I've talked about in previous videos, we've seen that over 99% of people actually lose money in multi-level marketing companies. The majority will never turn any kind of profit, and they often end up going into extreme debt to sell someone else's product that they as a human have no control over, therefore kind of eliminating the entire business owner aspect. One of the ways that these companies will try to rope people in is by saying, look at how inexpensive our starter kit is. We know that going to business school is expensive. We know that starting up a business can be expensive when you're trying to get a business license, when you're trying to buy overhead inventory, when you're trying to do market research. There's so many expenses that you have to incur when starting up your own business. So a multi-level marketing company will often frame that as, oh, you would have had to spend thousands of dollars to start something from scratch, but here is our pre-made business in a box. It's only $200 for this starter kit and you'll get everything you need. Oftentimes they're, $99, $200. They price it as a low-ish amount so that people will be like, oh, I can start my own business for only that amount of money. I'm in. But as we know, this is a manipulation tactic. These companies are not being genuine about this. They're often going to end up siphoning a lot more money out of people, but it made us kind of realize that there are a lot of other people out there who, the reason this would be appealing to them is that they want to start their own business but really only have about $100 or $200 to spare right now, so that might look like a lucrative option when in reality it's not. So that is why in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys 5 ways to spend $200 to start your own business that is better than spending that $200 on an MLM starter kit. Here we go. Savvy here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for coming on over. Please don't forget to subscribe because multiple times a week I put out videos about books, writing, and small business owner life. The reason I am so passionate about small business owner life is that I am a small business owner myself. I run a business called Forever Home Friends, which produces children's books, stuffed animals, merch, and other items, all based on the stories of real rescue dogs. We also give 10% of our profits to local animal shelters, so if you're interested in supporting a small business and helping out some real life animals in need, you can check out foreverhomefriends.com, which I have linked in the description below. I also have merch now. That's exciting. Thank you to everyone who helped me get to 1,500 subscribers, which was the point at which I released my merch. So if you guys are interested in a small business supporter tote bag, if you're interested in the long-awaited We Stand Pam t-shirt, you can check all of that out. Everything is linked in the description below as well. Everything is my own original art, so supporting a real small business owner over here. On to 5 ways that if you want to start your own business, you can spend $200 instead of on an MLM starter kit. Here we go. So this one might seem a little bit obvious, but the first way I would say that it's best to spend that $200 is to just get your business license. I got my business license a couple of years ago, and again, it depends on what state you're in, exactly how much that's going to cost, but generally around $150 to $250 is what the filing fees and that kind of thing are, at least here in Illinois. For a lot of people, getting that business license is kind of your first step to move forward in that business. Instead of buying someone else's pre-made business, go get yourself licensed. Then you'll be able to, run whatever kind of business you want within that field, obviously. If you get yourself certified to run like a retail business, you're not going to be able to sell medicine to people, but you know what I mean. Go ahead and get yourself licensed. My next best way to spend $200 on starting your own business that is not buying an MLM starter kit is to register yourself as an LLC. LLCs might be a little bit specific to the Americans or the US viewers in the audience, because I know that different countries have different forms of ways to register a business, but at least in the United States we have an LLC, which stands for a limited liability corporation. The reason to register your business as an LLC is that if for some reason your business fails and goes under, you as a human are not on the hook the same way your business is. So you won't lose your house, you won't lose your car, you won't lose your assets, that kind of thing. Your business is its own separate entity in the eyes of the law, so your business will be what loses and not you specifically. I hope that made sense the way I explained it. But when I registered my LLC, it cost about $100 to $250 for all of the fees involved, regarding, filing the IRS paperwork, filing the paperwork online with the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago. So go online for your state and your city and check out how much it might cost to register your business as an LLC. And that would be a great use for spending that money as well, because then once you get into actually operating your business, you will already have your business existing as its own legal entity, and you'll never have to worry about you being the one on the hook instead of your business. My third way that you can spend $200 to start your own business that is not on an MLM starter kit is try self-publishing a book. As you guys know, as an author-tuber, I have self-published multiple books, one being my young adult novella Beauty King. I have also, indie published my book Sculpt Yourself. Both of those are linked in the description below if you want to check them out. But my most business-related book that I'm working on self-publishing is going to be #Savvy Business Owner, which is the business self-help book that I've been working on and hoping to release this coming September. A lot of small business owners will write a book about their industry or their field so that they can get some of their knowledge out to their audience and help build that potential customer base. Now, caveat, I'm not saying that if you write and publish a book about your business, it shouldn't be an ad, right? No one wants to pay for a book that's just an ad. But if you want to write something that can build customers' trust in you by giving them some of your knowledge, that could be great. For example, if you want to start some kind of consulting business, you could write a book about the field in which you are consulting and get that book published, get it out there to readers, have some readers read it and say, oh, hey, this person's really good at consulting, let me look into them more, that kind of thing. Could be a great way to start building your audience. When you're self-publishing a book, that $200 could go to a lot of things. For example, you could get a professional graphic designer to do a custom cover design for your book, often for about $150 depending on the service that you choose. You could also use that money for your first print run of books. Let's say if your book is about 200 pages, to get that printed on demand in paperback, you would probably pay, I don't know, about $3 a book. So for $200, you could get almost 70 copies of that book that you could then resell to people at a higher price. So getting some of your inventory already in the way. So there we go. The fourth way to spend $200 to start your own business that is not on an MLM starter kit is to create a business that uses one of your own skills that doesn't have overhead inventory, and then use that $200 solely on promotion. Here's an example. If you are really good at graphic design, if you're really good at copy editing, if you're really good at photo editing, if you're really good at something that you can do remotely and you have a skill that other people want, you can create that as your own business and you can make yourself a sole proprietor of that. So if you decide to do that, you're going to need to find some customers. How do you find customers? Networking, business cards, advertisements, those kind of things. If you have that $200 and you have a skill that you don't need to buy any overhead inventory for, then you can just take that $200 and use it to get yourself a set of business cards, a set of promotional flyers. You can use it to distribute a few online advertisements as well and start seeking out your first couple of clients. And the fifth way to spend $200 on your own business that isn't an MLM starter kit. This is probably the most obvious one of all, but you could use that for your first set of inventory. When you register for an MLM company, they often give you some inventory with that initial startup kit investment that you did, but in your case, you could buy your own set of inventory that you then sell to other people. So for example, if your business is going to be, I don't know, if you're like reselling thrift store items, you could go and buy a ton of thrift store items for $200, put up your Etsy site or your eBay site or whatever you have, and then start reselling those things at a higher price. Make back that $200 really quickly. You don't have to pay any of that money to an upline. None of the money filters up in the pyramid structure. None of that. You now have your own business. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is you can absolutely get your business started with $200 or less. You can definitely start getting the ball rolling on that. And buying an MLM starter kit is not the way to do that. So I hope some of these tips inspired you guys. If you want any more information on any of the things that I talked about, you can leave me a comment below and I'll answer to the best of my ability. I really want to help you guys if you're interested in like starting your own business, and to just help people know that like multi-level marketing companies are not the way to do it. If you have that drive and that passion to be an entrepreneur, you can start up something of your own. You can learn those skills that you need, and you can use a small investment to slowly build up to making your business bigger over time. I hope this video was really helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my links in the description below. We've got foreverhomefriends.com. I've got my new merch. If you are interested in showing off the fact that you support this channel, you can check out all my merch linked in the description below. You can also check out my books that I've written if that's something you're interested in. I will see you guys all again soon, and in the meantime, don't forget to support small businesses. Happy writing!